Slept with this man, she got pregnant. I'm the result of that $20 bill. Now don't feel sorry for me because greater is he that is in me than anything that can happen in this world. I'm more than a conqueror because of Jesus who died and rose again. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Say, I can.
I can.
No, anybody know what I'm really talking about? Say, I can.
I can.
See, I've been just telling you those things just to get you excited about man at the cross. I told you those things because there's going to come a time in your life, even when you're grown and old, that you come across something and you just got to look at that situation, and because of the God in you, because of the God who saved you, because of the blood on the cross, you can look at that situation and say, I can. Come on, I can.
I can.
You got to understand today. This whole thing started with the focus on the cross. And this whole thing will end with a focus on the cross. But where does the cross play at home? That's what I get to talk to you about. If you got your Bible, grab it real fast. I want to read a story in the Bible for you, and it's really cool. Before I do that, are the pastors back? Where are the pastors? Are y'all back in here? If you're a pastor that went out with the Barnabas and came back, say, I'm back. They're still gone? Oh, cool, they're still gone. Well, good. They're having a good time. Joe like taking them to lunch. There you go, barbecue and all that stuff. We're left in here by ourselves. I'm sorry, y'all. That's great. In the book of Luke chapter 8, there's a story of a dad. In the book of Luke chapter 8, there's a story of a father, and I pray that I could be like this father. I have a son who just turned 16. And I want to be a dad like this for him. Will you go with me? Let me tell you the story. It says, now when Jesus returned, the crowd welcomed him, and they were all expecting him. And a man named Jairus, the ruler of the synagogue, came and fell at Jesus' feet, pleading with him to come to his house, because his only daughter, a girl about 12, was dying. As Jesus was on his way, the crowd almost crushed him. A woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years, but no one could heal her. She came up behind Jesus and touched the edge of his cloth. Immediately her bleeding stopped. Who touched me? Jesus said. When they all denied it, don't you love it when people deny something? Everybody's crowding Jesus. Jesus goes, who touched me? They're like, I wasn't me. When everyone denied it, Peter said, Master, the people are crowding, pressing against you. But Jesus said, someone touched me. I know the power has gone out from me. Isn't it nice to know that we can get Jesus' attention in the middle of our pain? Isn't it nice to know that we can get Jesus' attention in the middle of our fight? Isn't it nice to know that you're not in the ring of life by yourself, but you've got somebody in your corner that's able to do anything and everything for you? Isn't it nice to know that he's there in the sunshine and he's there in the rain? Isn't it nice to know that he's there when you win and he's there when you're knocked down? Isn't it nice to know? Isn't it nice to know that he's there? She got his attention. When the woman seen that she could not no longer be unnoticed, she came trembling and fell at his feet. And she told him why she touched him, and that she instantly was healed. Then Jesus said to her, daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace. While Jesus was still speaking, one came from the house of Jairus, the synagogue ruler. He said, your daughter is dead. Don't bother the teacher anymore. Listen to me, man. Listen. If you're listening, say yes.
Yeah.
If you're listening, say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. I'm a little deaf. If you're listening, say, oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. So a man came from his house. He comes up to Jairus and he says, don't bother the teacher. Your daughter's dead. This is the point. This is what I got to get you to get this. Are you ready for the next? The very next thing Jesus says is this. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Don't be afraid. you see the things coming at you, but the one thing you got to listen to is the voice in your corner. His name is Jesus. There comes a time when you can't listen to the crowd. The crowd will mess you up. The crowd will lead you astray, but Jesus will always be there for you. I think I'm speaking to myself. Jesus will always be there. When the crowd says it's over, if you can't do that, there's no way. You heard last night, Erwin McManus. You heard today from speakers who are telling you that your past does not dictate your future. Yesterday does not dictate who you are today. Just because man at the cross, no, but because of that cross in the middle, because of the man in the middle, there's hope for you. Because of the man in the middle, even though you've been knocked down, you can get back up again. Because of the man in the middle, you can make it. Because of the man in the middle, your past is your past, and Jesus can be your future. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Don't be afraid. Just believe. All you fellas coming in, you're looking for your chair on the floor, they're gone. You gotta find your place in the bleachers, and also at the very end, if you had like to. Hey, yo, little brother. Nobody saw you do that. I just want you to know that. If you had stuff in the main floor at the end of the service, you can come and get it on the side of the stage right here. So if you had stuff on the main floor, it's right here on the side of the stage. So come on in, find you a seat. We're going to get this thing done. Everybody say, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Just believe.
Just believe.
Come on, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Just believe.
Just believe.
Come on, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Just believe.
Just believe.
One more time, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Just believe.
Just believe.
You know what it is? You know what you got to do at home? I don't care how you left home on Friday. You better put your Jesus cape on tonight when you go home. It's time for you to be a hero. It's time for you to be the hero for your son. Be a hero for your daughter. It's time for you to be the man that she married. Even if you make great mistakes, it ain't over yet. It ain't over till Jesus says it's over. And he's telling you in your marriage, don't be afraid. Just believe. He's telling you in your relationship with your kids, don't be afraid. Just believe. Anybody can change it. Today, it's your shot. It's your chance. It's your moment to take off the past and to put on your Jesus. Are you ready? It's the first time you're going to say it, but we're going to say it many times. Look at somebody beside you and say, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
No, say, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
Say, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
Some of you find it hard to say that, but listen to me. God did not let you roll up and bend at the cross just so you could go home the same way you came. He brought you here to realize that there's a hero inside of you. There's a hero for your wife. There's a hero for your kids. There's a hero at your workplace. There's a hero at your school. It's time to be that hero. Somebody say, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
Say it again.
I'm a hero.
One more time.
I'm a hero.
Can't put out of your mind. There's a 12-year-old daughter that was dying. This man was desperate. He was in a fight and he could not win against an opponent that definitely should kill him. He was in a position that no way he should do this. All throughout history and in this book, there have been great people like Gideon, David. I love David and Goliath, but before David killed Goliath in public, did you know he killed a bear and a lion in his private life? That's a whole different session. I just got to let that go. Can you imagine the heart of a father when someone comes and says, don't bother the teacher, your daughter's dead? He's like, well, no. It's too late. See, the devil wants you to think it's too late for you. The devil wants you to think they're already dead, or your kids are already on drugs, or your daughter already has kids. She still ain't even married. But you listen to me. There's a God in heaven. He knows your circumstances. He knows your need. He knows your past, but he's got your future. All you got to do is don't be afraid and just believe. Put your Jesus cape on and go home the hero that he made you to be. Somebody say, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
You know why you can be a hero? Because he's got your back. It's not me telling you or you telling your friend I got your back. It's Jesus looking down saying, I got your back. He proved it when he died on the cross for the sin of the world. He proved it when his blood was able to wash away all sin. You know what happens when the